Get to it.
2015, I
Your
left.
production. You. What have you done? Paid in full
Okay,
documentary.
what I did was this: YouTube, social media.
You did the. You
I did
covered
it.
the Diddy. You said
Yeah,
you
yeah,
covered the
yeah.
Diddy.
But the YouTube social media part came by accident. I always had a YouTube in 2010, but I wasn't really doing nothing with it. The most I did was I followed Cameron for a whole day. Everything he did, I filmed it. Put it up.
And you grew up around Cameron.
Nah,
You know of the block
nah. I
140th
didn't.
with Big
No,
L.
I learned about the west side of Harlem through a friend of mine. He was one of the first blood gang members. His name is Alpo. Apple is the one that showed me Harlem. He was 10 years older than me, or 12 years older than me. And Apple showed me Harlem, showed me the west side of Harlem. And I loved the west side because I was like, all these black people compared to where we were.
And looking at the culture, is this when you started
Right,
building the paid in full documentary and
right? So this is how now everything Apple did for me, showed me Harlem and the West Side is where now I clung to Alpo, AZ, and Rich Porter because I was fascinated about the West Side.
okay.
I seen more money in the West. I seen black culture in the West.
No, and we talking about
on the east side of Harlem.
Lennox,
it was dominant Puerto Rican,
right,
and a little sprinkle of Italian
Harlem,
on the east side.
Yes, the east side is more
right.
Spanish Harlem.
So I'm Jamaican. Of course, I want to naturally gravitate more to the black culture. I love the Puerto Rican culture, and they love me. Right? Nobody in my neighborhood never disrespect me or violated me. They never treated me bad. They accepted me. So if I hit the lottery, I'm hooking a lot of people up.
Okay.
Because I was fortunate not to get backdoored or fortunate not to get backstabbed. The people in my community, they love me.
Go ahead. Speaking of that, because you've had a variety of path and what you've been exposed to. Seeing that the Diddy documentary came out last month and all these scandals of a lot of people.
All right, because we're gonna move on to that.
We're gonna move to that.
But
did you ever witness anything or see anything that you look now and go, I saw that shit. I was around that shit.
Nah,
and again, pause.
I'm gonna tell you
we're
why.
gonna get into this Diddy thing, and I know I say Diddy name
we gotta save that one for last
on my show. No, we're gonna get into it because we running with time. You've been beautiful, doing a lot of giving us a lot of knowledge.
I'm trying to put it all in the short time.
We got other things really to talk about.
So let me get to Poe and the documentaries. So 2010 I had the YouTube. The only thing I did popping was 2013 with Cameron, when he came out with his purple haze and the sneakers and all that stuff, right? And I made $300. So when I saw that, I said, oh, this makes money? So a little gap happened, and then I go to Baltimore back and forth. So then a friend of mine lived where Alpo truck stopped at with the shooting. I'm going to visit my friend. I see the truck. So I pull out my tablet. And they said, oh, it's Alpo. I said, get the hell out of here. Nah, I didn't believe it. I'm like, ain't nobody going to shoot him. Must be an out-of-towner. So I started filming. Because remember, everybody put stuff on social media, right? So I'm like, I go upstairs and he's telling me, yo, yeah, I heard it. I looked out the window and he got footage. So I loved some of Spike Lee work. I love Robert Townsend, Tyler Perry, all these guys. So I always wanted to be that too. So I said, yo, nah, this is big. This is history. So I started filming that day. Okay. When I started filming that day, I said, I'm going back the next day. So when I go back the next day, I see Lisa Evans. Lisa Evans talk in the camera. I'm walking away now. Her name is something Report. She from Pix 11 News.
Okay.
She runs up to me. She give me the alley hoop because I see myself on the news. They gave me a whole 2 minutes. So I said, damn, you know what? I'm gonna find out what happened to Alpo for real. I'm going to put on those hats now. Those director's hats, right? So I comb the streets for like a good 2 weeks, man. I'm filming, run up on police, detectives, whatever information certain street dudes can give me.
But why? Like, what are we trying to do? Like, what's the message you want people to know about this person in the documentary? Why? Why him? You could shoot about anybody.
I didn't know why him. I was just stuck to the story. I would
say why him, because it kept just coming around him.
Okay.
Right.
Like he kept running
Remember,
into him
2006.
It kept coming around him. But if you grew up in Harlem and understood this person's energy,
intimacy,
where
like famous.
Also,
there's a lot behind his name.
Also, they sold drugs, and my family was doing that, so I could relate to it.
Okay.
Right, but remember, I still don't really know Alpo too much like that.
But what you've heard about him,
that's when I found out who he was, because
the character of him.
Yes, I started.
So your documentary
rolling
is
the camera, rolling the camera.
And
so what I did was put the videos on YouTube for years. I put that up. I put that on YouTube. It turned out to be like a series, right? Me not really knowing, I'm just fascinated with the story, right? And I put it up.
Has any of the family contacted you, or
do they think it's a good idea to be doing this?
Not the family.
If they're in the business?
Other people that are associated to the family.
Watch this now. I didn't know I'm blowing up.
So all the exposure, putting the stuff out.
They see me running up on detectives.
Likes.
They see me running up on people, because there wasn't no funeral.
So that's the mystery, that there was no funeral of his death. So
I'm
we don't really know
at the
where
hospital, stalking this situation. Remember, he got shot. I go to the hospital like this.
Maybe you need to reach out to 50 Cent.
Nothing.
We'll get a real.
Nothing comes out. I said,
he seems to get the
where's the coroner van? Where's this? Where's that? I literally camped out. So that's when I said, hold up. 2006, and they say 2014. I said the feds is lying. Something ain't right with Alpo. And then when I was covering it, the news people, they were hush hush, right?
That was a serious
and I pressed
situation.
the detective in front of the precinct way on 147, and we didn't know the whole time they caught Shaquem Parker, the alleged shooter. He said, he said that on my camera. See, that's what blew me up. He said, yeah, by the way, we been had the shooter for 3 months now.
So your documentary
But the news never said nothing. I said, this is too much of a boogeyman thing. This is Alpo. The news would love to talk about Poe. You're going to get views. It's going to go viral. Why they so hush hush? It made me go deeper. So what I did now was interview one of the jurors that was there.
Okay.
Because the guy they said they saw on camera shoot Alpo, they said, we seen this guy, Shaquem Parker, shoot Alpo Martinez dead. We followed him with CCTV cameras. We tracked him on the cameras. Shaquem Parker did it. This is what the professionals, this is what the law is saying.
What do you think is...
I'm going to tell you what happened. The law comes to court now. Now it's the trial for Shaquem Parker. The judge says, you got him on camera? Play the tape. They played it. All you see is bad TV. Shh, the snow. So the judge, the jurors are like, the hell is this? You said you saw this man.
Shoot.
He's a shooter. Mm-hmm. You watched him. So ain't nothing here but bad TV. Shaquem Parker walks. So if he's not the shooter, then who killed Alpo?
Nobody.
Is Alpo dead?
Okay.
Feels like a real-life episode of How to Get Away with Murder.
No. Ain't no way if Shaquem Parker really shot Poe, he would get away.
He's in the witness protection program and
we in Manhattan with all these cameras, right?
So your documentary is basically saying that Poe is still alive.
That dude ain't dead. Based on my investigation, based on the fact the family never refuted me. My videos are viral. The family never refuted it. His family lived down there.
But I mean, you said, but
are they on their documentary?
This is something that's been said.
Let me tell you what happened last year.
Street talk.
There's no documentary about when Alpo came out and what he did, and to me he's not dead. Not to mention, during Harlem Week, 3 dudes ran up on me, street niggas, and said, yo, man, different dudes that don't really know each other. On this side, I walk up the block, just so happened, another dude tapped me on my back. He said, yeah, man, Poe, we see what you're doing. We see you. Right? And one of them invited me, yo, the family down here, you want to come chill with us? And he said, Poe not dead.
So they agree with you?
They agree with me. They said, Alpo ain't dead. So.
And I've heard this just in general, coincidentally, 360.
You know, we spend so much time fighting each other, going against each other like we the enemy. Never have our sight on who's the real enemy. Why should we slug? Just give me a hug. It hurts when you have to kill the nigga you love. Said he a jerk, masturbate. Watch when I come, I might blast your face. Bad boys, I saw the movie. Bigga, you not nice. I said I'm smooth, B. One construction without the sight. Life's a book, we think we all right. Fancy me, wanna take a flick. Overseas, I'm a New York Knick. He said I can't breathe. Said just inhale and watch what you touch. Please be gentle. Easy peasy, it could get greasy. Sleazy, cheesy, until they get touched. Freeze, B. He play nut, but won't escape the task force. On stage, you can rap your ass off. About the green, are you a racist? Saw he was a clown, but I couldn't face it. I'm a giant, you so defiant. Think you wolf till you meet the lion. AC broke, but the heat blows. Won't say no names, but I shout out foes. Think the triumph won't proceed to triumph. Think you wolf till you meet the lion. Why should we slug? Just give me a hug. It hurts when you have to kill the nigga you love.